what I'm doing now.
Homeless animals outnumber homeless people 5 to 1. Only 1 out of every 10 dogs that are born will find a permanent home. According to my survey, 5 of you own pets and 4 do not. Out of those 5, 3 of you rescued your dogs or pets and 2 bought from a breeder. There are 4 of you that are aware of how many animals are killed in a kill shelter, and 5 of you are not aware. The main reason for my speech is to persuade you to want to adopt your future animals as opposed to buying from a breeder. There are approximately 2.7 million cats and dogs that are killed every year because shelters are too full since there are not enough adoptive homes. That's about 1 every 13 seconds. There are also approximately 7.6 million companion animals entering shelters nationwide every year. These include dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, hamsters, guinea pigs, etc. The 2 main reasons animals are in shelters are because their owners simply give up on them or animal control finds them on the streets. 25% of the dogs that enter local shelters are purebred. So 25% of the people going out and finding a breeder just end up getting rid of their dogs anyway. It's impossible to determine how many stray dogs and cats live in the United States, but for cats alone, it's estimated to be around 70 million. In the United States, taxpayers spend about $1 billion annually to pick up, house, and euthanize homeless animals. If only about 5% of that $1 billion were allocated to spay and neuter programs, we could open 250 public, low-cost spay and neuter clinics across the country and sterilize more than 4 million animals each year. There are also many great reasons to adopt your next animal. One is cost. It is so much cheaper to adopt an animal than to buy from a breeder. Buying a pet from a breeder can easily cost well over $1,000, while adopting can range between $50 and $200. I know I've gotten both of my dogs at the Humane Society, and I think that was about $75. And usually when you adopt a pet, the cost of spaying and neutering and their first vaccinations are included in the adoption fee. And normally, purebred dogs are more prone to developing health problems. Adopting an animal helps not just 1, but 2 animals. Adopting gives the shelter an open kennel to be used for an animal brought in off the streets. This helps reduce the amount of dogs and cats living on the streets and provides them with the care that they need. Another reason is because you will get a great animal. Most shelter pets wound up there because their owner just did not want them anymore. Many of these shelter animals are very excited to be adopted. You can also pick how old you would like your animal to be. Puppies and kittens can be a lot of work, but an older animal will most likely already be house trained and know the basic cues and commands. Pet store puppies have spent most of their lives in cages. Therefore, they have not had the chance to develop the natural canine instinct of going to the bathroom away from their food and bed. This causes a problem when you try to housebreak them. Most of the kennels can also tell you about the animal's behavior and if your animal has any sort of health issues, which are usually determined around 1 to 2 years. A very good reason to adopt is because it will help fight puppy mills. If you buy a dog from a pet store, online seller, or a flea market, you're almost certainly getting a dog from a puppy mill. Puppy mills are factory-style breeding facilities that put profit above the welfare of dogs, and while the dogs are being treated like products, not living beings. They are housed in very poor conditions with improper medical care and are often sick and do not behave as well as a result. The mothers of these puppies are kept in cages to be bred over and over and over again for years without any human companionship, and after they are no longer profitable, they are discarded. They are most likely killed, abandoned, or auctioned off. Some common illnesses and conditions from dogs from puppy mills are neurological problems, eye problems, hip dysplasia, blood disorders, and canine paravirus. There is also no guarantee that the dog you are paying a lot of money for is actually what the breeder says that it is. It could be mixed with another breed, but you normally cannot tell until the dog is about 2 years old, and by that time it's a little late to get your money back. A lot of the customers of puppy mills are unsuspecting consumers who shop in pet stores or online, say PetSmart. Animals in shelters undergo full physicals when they are brought to the shelter, and many shelters have veterinary clinics on site to treat any sort of medical issue. So when you adopt an animal, you will come away with a great feeling about yourself, knowing that you just saved a life and prevented another animal from being euthanized. By adopting, you are fighting puppy mills and taking an animal off the streets. You will also save money and get to pick out the perfect animal for you. So the next time you see that adorable puppy in the window, pause and think about the downsides of pet store puppies. Buying from such a store is supporting the horrible practice of puppy mills and preventing many lives from being saved.